This is the brand Jimmy the
Man.
Baker, bringing to you individual sticky buns. Okay, these are not the sticky buns that you smell as you're walking through the airport or in the subway. These are extraordinary. And by the way, those are good because you're like, there's sugar, there's kind of caramel, those should be okay. These are the best sticky buns you've ever had in your life. And you get to choose whether or not you want with the nuts or without the nuts.
Wow.
So if you come on over here, Billy, okay, there you are. That dome without the nuts. So without the nuts is just what?
Caramel.
Yes. And
It's a caramel bun and cinnamon bun.
cinnamon bun.
That's crazy. Look
And
at that.
look at that center bite that you just pulled out. This center bite right here. That center nub bite that everybody works their way towards and cannot wait to get there. Okay, here's the story on this. 12 of them. Over 5 ounces a piece. Over 5.5 ounces a piece. Individually wrapped. That you're gonna have hot and delicious in a matter of seconds. You let us know whether or not you want all 12 of them to be without nuts, all 12 of them with nuts, or let's do a combo, half and half.
I think that's
And there is an auto delivery, which is every 60 days. $3.91 for 5.3 ounces of what is nothing short of deliciousness. This is Jimmy the Baker. It's the first day we're presenting them at this price. More just arrived. Jimmy, let's back up and talk about a cinnamon, cinnamon bun, a sticky bun.
So it starts with our classic dough, which we make today, but we don't bake until tomorrow. Remember, just like the cinnamon roll, we let this as a tad richer dough. We let it sit overnight. We let it do that slow fermentation dance. And then the next day, we take this cup, we fill it with caramel and nuts, and then we put the dough on top and bake it.
So which one came first, the with the walnuts or without the walnuts?
Well, the walnuts came first. And
That's what we thought.
And the walnuts came first, and then as time went on, you requested caramel buns or ones without nuts for those people allergic, and also for people who just like the caramel, which are all crazy, I think. But anyway, it's caramel bun or a sticky bun, same thing. Now, the same thing as far as the filling goes, it is our cinnamon roll filling that you get in our cinnamon roll, that same Indian cinnamon that we really know and love. And look, it's big. We say 4 or 5 ounces. This, I don't mean for you to sit and eat this whole thing at once. You can microwave these. You can put them back in the refrigerator. You can take them back out and microwave again. You could slice off a piece and microwave if you'd like. The best way to do it is to microwave them in. Take all the wrappers off. Take the cup. Put it upside down.
From thawed, right?
All right, so here, I'll give you a shot. Let's give you a shot
We'll
from
show
thawed.
you. Yep, from thawed.
So once it's on a plate, upside down, okay, put it in the microwave just like that. 30 solid seconds, maybe even up to 40 seconds, and it should come right out like that. And
that's how they come out. And then look at the crusting, look at that. That's like that, what is that that gives me that little bit of a crust? It's like the cinnamon.
So that's when you get caramelization.
And
you have the brown sugar, you have the walnuts, you
What
get all
is
that
happening
stuff.
to that? Because that
is-
looks like that wants to be my bite. That needs to be my bite and goes in my mouth.
I love that. What is happening?
Yeah, what is happening?
What is happening?
It means that that's my bite. But let me just tell you, we just kind of crisscrossed places here.
It's okay, go ahead.
But talk to us about
I don't want to get in
the
your way,
quality of the
'cause
dough,
you're gonna
the cinnamon. We're going to take a bite of this because you need to have a moment with me.
Okay, I love to have a moment with you. So that's,
Oh my God, hot.
you know, that doesn't happen like really fast. That takes aging the dough. It takes, and by the way, now that I'm thinking of it, this is at least, I don't know how many renditions of caramel we went through, because a lot of the caramel was a stick to your teeth caramel. We don't want that. We want the caramel that's really supple and soft. And by the way,
it's extraordinary.
Got a little bit of molasses, a little bit of honey, of course, brown sugar in there, and it bakes right in.
And how long did you take to find this cinnamon? How many iterations of cinnamon?
There's dozens of cinnamon out there, but this was a cinnamon that we found. It's called Karinche cinnamon, which is from India. And I like it because it's not too sharp, it's not too mild, and when you microwave this, it's great. You know, the funny thing is, I'm around this all day, I don't smell it. Right now,
I smell it.
It smells great.
It smells so amazing
My
here.
mouth is watering.
They're so delicious. And I, of course, had the one with the walnuts because I like the interplay of the cinnamon, the nuts, the sugar. The dough is phenomenal. If you're somebody who loves a dough dessert, like, you know, people always ask, are you like a cake or an ice cream? And I'm a total cakey person. This is so delicious.
I still get nervous when I come on air sometimes, hoping that I'm going to see what I invented. And that's what I'm seeing right here. Because this was in the microwave for a solid 30, 40 seconds.
We'll come over there for a second. And Billy, you're talking
right
about this
there.
spoonful.
So if you see that, I could just lift this off. It's almost cake-like. And it took us, that's what took us a lot of time.
What?
To figure out
Took you some
the
time
dough.
to get what?
To make a dough that's going to stand up in the microwave, that's not going to fall apart, that's going to be cake-like when it's warm. It's not going to, and it's definitely not chewy.
You know what? I know another one's coming in, but I wanted to ask you, like, how is it that you eat your cinnamon roll? Because there almost should be a little bit of a joke around this. Do you eat your cinnamon roll, wrap it, you know, unwrap it from the outside, or do you go right in? It's almost like how many licks to the center of a lollipop. How do you eat your cinnamon roll? Do you eat row by row and you unwind it and then get to the center, or what do you do?
Very astute. And I'm going to tell you why.
What?
You'll be perfectly happy eating this from the outside in. And I know it's totally counterintuitive, but when we bake in this paper, it's the same as the coffee cake.
Yeah.
We don't get an outside crispy edge.
Nope, they're all like a center cut.
You can eat the outside of this roll. This is not the stuff where you give, you know, your kid brother the outside and you keep the center. I know some of you who do that, okay? You don't have to do that here. The outside of the roll is as supple, as soft as the inside because we're baking in paper.
So let me just share with you again, if you're just joining us, this is $15.66 on that Easy Pay.
Great.
All of them without nuts, 500 ordered, all of them without nuts available, all of them with nuts available. Remember, you're getting a total of a dozen. This is over 4 pounds of sticky bun. And then there's half and half, which is what I'd recommend. And on that auto delivery, once you get half and half, if the next shipment you want all without nuts, you can do that. If the next shipment you want all with nuts, you get to play and go back and forth depending upon maybe who's going to be your guest, who's coming to your place for brunch. Jimmy the Baker, thank you so much. Which bite did you take? I took with the nut. He's like, I didn't take anything. Nice to see you, Jimmy the Baker. I appreciate you. Coming up in just a few minutes, this is a